Hi, Hiram here. Today I'm going to try another dry baking with the Betty Crocker, this time using the chocolate chip muffin mix again. I like using this stuff. It's just the mix and all you add is 1/2 cup of water. I mean, you can't get it any simpler. And it's got a pretty nice shelf life. I think I bought these late last year and it's good till the end of this year. So not too bad. What I'm trying today is a convection oven, a do-it-yourself convection oven that if I can make it, just about anybody can make it. This is it. As it weighs right here, I'll explain what it is, but as it weighs just like this without the included pan, it weighs 202.4 grams or 7.14 ounces. Not exactly a Gram Weenie item, but still pretty light. This is just a piece of aluminum flashing to whatever height you want. I punched holes on the top. I'm trying it just on the top first, not on both. But it's just flashing, 3 holes cut in it, punched in it to use brads. So this could be rolled up nice and tight to put away. And this is the other pieces. Basically it's the top and the bottom cut out of a number 10 can using a side cutter. The one lid, which I'll be using on the bottom, I drilled a hole and then nibbled it out a little bit so that it's larger than the flame that whatever you're using. In this case, I'm using this old wick job that I've done on some other videos. But that fits right on. Oh, you also have a pot stand, so that isn't included in the weight because you'd have these anyway. But basically it just fits over like that so that the flames come up through here. Let me move this into the center of the table. Your first pot stand, just like that, center it on the flame. Then you have 2 pot stands, you know, the cross pieces. I didn't make up anything special. These are just ones out of other burners. One goes on like that, centered on the pan, so that the flames will come up, hit this. Then you have another lid. This is about, I forget what size can this is, but it's about 4 1/8 inches across. That sits on there like so. So the idea is that the flame comes up, hits that, and then goes out to the sides and up. Then I have another pot stand. Again, just ones from other things. I didn't make up anything special yet until I see how well this works. Just a pot stand. That goes on that can like so. It wobbles a little bit because the lid is a little bit bent. From there, the muffin mix will go on that. The outside part is made to a diameter that it fits on the inside of the lids. That's why I used the side cutter, because I wanted that edge on it. So you make it for whatever size you had, but it fits on there like so. So that would go over like that, and then the lid without the holes goes on the top. So I'm hoping this will be like the ovens that you'd have on one of the big gas burner things. The flames will go up inside the burner, inside the oven rather, get deflected to the sides, up the sides, and out through the holes. One of the reasons why these muffins take so long is because they're so darn big. I'm also using my bubbler to supply the alcohol to this. Let me just take this back apart so I can see what I'm doing. You light the alcohol, center the bottom, put the first pot stand on there, the can lid like that on top of that one, the other pot stand on top of that one, the muffin, the side, try to center this, there we go, and then the lid on that. And let's see how long this takes. I'm hoping that you can see the flames from here. I can't get the camera to focus in on this, but hopefully you can see that the small flame is going up through that bottom hole, being deflected by that pot stand with the other can lid on it. so that it goes up on the inside of the oven, past the muffin pan, and then out through the top holes that I showed you. Hopefully this will make the muffin baking a little bit faster. Okay, we're now getting close to 25 minutes. I'm going to stick the probe in here from the thermometer, see what kind of a temperature we're getting. Now, it's really starting to smell like it's done. See, the temperature's going up. Hope you can read that. 233, 240, 257, 266. I think it's probably above 300 degrees in here, yep. Now in the recipe it says 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 400 degrees depending on the kind of pot you're using. Still going up. Yep. It's above 370, so I think what I'm going to have to do is it's gone past what this thermometer can read. I think I'm going to have to punch holes in the bottom to try to let this cool off a little bit. Maybe it's getting too much of the flames. Let me take off the lid. Again, you do it with gloves. Wow. You can't see it, but it looks sure done from the top. Let me stick a toothpick in it. Might be overdone in places. Toothpick comes out clean. So let's take this apart. This comes off. I hope you can see the muffin now. Let me get this off before it burns. Take this off. Blow that out. Wow, nice. Can you see that? Nice brown, under 25 minutes. And now, like I've always said, this is the hardest part. We have to let this set for about 3-4 minutes, and then I can take it out of the pan and see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, one thing I noticed with this, the one side of the oven seemed to heat more than the other. I'll have to check and see what's doing that. I wanted the heat to spread out evenly and go up through. But I think you can see here, got a hot spot on the one side, so that may mean I have a burn spot on the muffin. What I'm going to try next time is putting holes on the bottom along with the ones on top. The idea behind a convection oven is that you have moving air, heated air going through. And maybe this got a little bit too hot because I had heat coming out the top, but then that would suck the flames up even more. So if I put air holes here, hopefully the cooler air will go in and come up the sides and mix. Just have to see what happens. Alright, talking about seeing what happens. Again, nice looking muffin from the top. Really nice. Let's see what happens. It comes right out. Yep. It's a little dark. I don't know if that's burn. Yeah, it might be burn. Yeah, see, that's the one side. I bet you that was the side where it's heated up over there. Doesn't really smell burned though. Okay. Let's see what happens when I open it. I mean, even if that's burned, I could live with that out in the woods. Okay, let's see here. Nice. Chocolate chips melting everywhere. That looks done to me. And if that's burned, wow, it's a very small burn. I think it's just well done. There you go. So that's my do-it-yourself camping convection oven. Something that we can all try. It's not very light. I mean, it's not very heavy, but it's not Gram Weenie stuff. Like I said, the whole kit weighs 202.4 grams or 7.14 ounces. I could carry that. The other thing that you might need is a windscreen if you're out in the air. Now here I don't have the problem, but when you're outside you get the air blowing around, so that'll move your flames from underneath, so you'd need a windscreen around that. But that's my do-it-yourself camping convection oven, bake test number 1. I'll make some modifications and try it again in a day or so, but it's an idea to share. So I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions, and as always, watch for my buddy Max. He's over here waiting for his share. So, bye now.